Well, John Wascom now is officially sworn in as a Livingston Parish Councilman, and I couldn't help but notice at the podium that you teared up, you were very emotional, you took your oath of office very seriously, not that the others didn't, but it really was an emotional day for you.
Yeah, Ken, it was. You know, whenever this is like the fifth time I've been elected, and it seems like every time I get elected, when I go to do the oath of office, when you put your hand on the Bible and you raise your right hand and you swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this state, I don't know, I guess I don't take the words lightly, and they really just pack a strong impact. And you swear, so help you God, to do your best at your ability and your knowledge to protect the Constitution and provide for good government. As much as I fight it, I can't help it. It just choke up, and I got teary. But you know, I seems like everyone else is can hold it together, but I guess I can't, and that's all right.
Well, you know, people are all concerned about who's elected president of the United States or these national politics. On the other hand, it is these Livingston councilmen who mostly directly affect the day-to-day lives of people who live here.
Yes, you're right. You know, I mean, I wish I had a vote on gun control, but in Livingston Parish, we don't really have a vote on that. Though some people call me on the phone and think, you know, they want us to vote for spending more troops overseas, but that's not a Livingston Parish vote. But when it comes to speed limits, drainage, police protection in your community, these are, and roads, potholes being fixed, traffic relief, these are the things that we get called for. And you know, again, you may not deal with flooding very often, but when someone is stuck in traffic every day for 2 or 3 hours, the politician that sticks in your mind is your local politician. So we do affect a lot of people's lives, but it's a lot of work too.
So what are some of the things you want to do right away?
Well, like I said earlier, what we're working on right now is trying to make appointments for certain committees. We have some positions that come in open, need to be done. There's some ordinances that probably need to be revisited and revamped and changed. So I would say, if I could sum it up in some good housekeeping for right now. And then once we get that, then I know there's other things that's come into the parish as well. I think other council members may have spoke about them, from airports, civic centers and stuff like that. And we'll stay on and try to help those things go. And, you know, just promote good business sense. If someone comes to us and says, I'm fixing to bring a business into this parish, do what you can to help them, and that's my goal.
We're expecting some big announcements too this year.
Absolutely, we're expecting good things, and I think some of the best thing to do for good government is, I don't want to say this, I hope everyone's listening. I think sometimes the best thing government can do is get out of the way and let free enterprise work. And you know, that's what made this country great. Property ownership rights. A man will work his fingers to the bone if he knows what he works for, he can keep. And it's whenever you know that when you work for something that you have to give it up anyway to the government, that people tend to lose interest. But what built this America was a man having the ability to keep what he works for.
So you're in an unusual situation compared to these other guys on the parish council. Most of your district is within the city limits of Denham Springs.
That's true. You know, District 4 comprises mostly of the city of Denham Springs. There's a few areas that's outside the city, but serving on the city council for 16 years, and I've spoken with Mr. Mayor Gerard Landry. You know, I kind of have it easier, I think, than most of the other council members, because I think Mayor Landry and the City Councilman Jeff Wesley, Laura Lamb Williams, Renee Delahousie, I think Chris Davis, and I think they're doing a fantastic job and kind of taking a load off of me. But I really want to try to help them with some parish funding to fix some roads in their area and some drainage problems.
What have you heard since you were elected? I mean, how would you gauge public opinion right now?
I'm sorry.
What are you hearing?
Oh, as far as public opinion? Oh, I mean, I think it spoke very clearly in this swearing in today. People are excited, they're ready for change, and they're ready for a breath of fresh air. You ever just carry a big rock on your shoulders, and then when you finally put it down and just sit on top of the rock? That's kind of what we feel like. We're tired of just having this heavy burden, and now it's time to sit and rest and relax and let things happen.
Because with politics and the kind of turmoil that it's been for years here in Livingston, clearly things were happening, things were getting done, but only to a certain point. Like you say, carrying a big rock.
That's right. I mean, it's hard to get something done when you got a big rock on your back, but I really believe there's a song we used to sing in church when we all pull together. And I really think you're going to find that with these 9 parish council members and with Parish President Leighton Ricks, we're going to pull together. And, you can get so much more done. And actually, I don't think we can even tell how good it's going to be yet, Ken.